And welcome to O'Gorman High School. This is O'Gorman Boys Basketball. I'm Brett Byler with the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools YouTube channel. We have a great boys basketball matchup. We have number 4 Sioux Falls O'Gorman in Class AA at 2-1 on the season, 1-0 at home, taking on the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers at 2-0 on the season, 1-0 on the road. They're the number 1 ranked team in Class 1A, so a class down from Double A, and this matchup will be starting up in about a couple minutes here. Sioux Falls Christian, they defeated Lennox on the road on December 8th, 77-53, and they won at home last night against Elk Point Jefferson, 71-39. O'Gorman 2-1 on the young season, 1-0 at home. They won at Brandon Valley last Friday night, 71-54. They lost to Roosevelt at Sanford Pentagon this past Tuesday, 49-41. And then they won their home opener last night against crosstown rival Sioux Falls Jefferson, 58-54, led by 23 points from Austin Terveen, and also got 12 points from Rylan Satter. So this ball game, the starting lineups will for both teams. First for the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers, number 2 Bennett Wassner, a 6-foot junior guard. Number 3 Cole Schneider, a 6-foot junior guard. Number 4 Jude Van Donkersgood, a 6'2 junior guard. Number 22 Griffin Goodberry, a 6'10 junior forward. And number 35 Brant Wassner, a 6'3 freshman guard. Coached by Mike Scouten. For Sioux Falls O'Gorman, they'll start the same 5 they did last night. Number 3 Rylan Satter, a 6'1 senior center. Number 4 Hayden Gross, a 6'2 junior guard. Number 22 Henry Theobald, a 6-foot senior guard. Tatum Mooney, a 6'1 junior guard, number 30, and Nyan Dutt, a 6'3 junior forward, number 35. Here is the national anthem. Doing a little recap last night for the O'Gorman Jefferson game, if you guys didn't tune into that one. It was a really fun boys basketball game right here at O'Gorman High School last night. Jefferson got to a quick start, leading 14-9 at the end of the first quarter. O'Gorman then went on a 19-9 run in the second quarter, led by 5 at halftime, 28-23. Austin Trevine had 10 points in the first half. Then in the third quarter, Jefferson outscored the Knights 18-14. O'Gorman did have a 1-point lead, 42-41 going into the final frame. And the Knights were able to hold on to that lead, 58-54 for the victory. Austin Trevine had 23, Ryland Setter had 12. Jefferson, they basically 4 was the closest they got to the final score. They never quite got it close enough to make it. O'Gorman had to hit some free throws that would really kind of ice it away. So O'Gorman always kind of maintained that 6 to 7 point lead. So good win for O'Gorman, home opener. And fun to see the Sioux Falls Christian team today. It's an annual matchup. Once a year these two teams play. Christian plays a lot of teams up a class. It's a really good experience for them as they move forward into their season. And they're the number 1 ranked team in Class A right now. So they do got some size. That's something that we'll have to monitor today. This is an O'Gorman team this year for boys that's a little bit undersized. Most of Coach Derek Roby's teams that we've covered, this is our 10th year, have had a lot of size. This year, not as much. Their tallest player they're going to start is Niam Dudd at 6'3", kind of a little bit of a slender build. So Ryland Satter at 6'1", plays a lot of the center position for the Knights. They will bring off sometimes off the bench John Lent, who's a 6'4" junior center, but not like previous teams. When you look at Sioux Falls Christian's roster, they start 6'10" forward Griffin Goodberry, so he should have an advantage tonight, whoever is guarding him, at being 6'10". So it's Bennett Wassner, number 2, Cole Schneider, number 3, Jude Van Donkersgood, number 4, Griffin Goodberry, number 22, and Brant Wassner, number 35 for Christian starting. Ryland Satter, Hayden Gross, Henry Theobald, Tayton Mooney, and Nyan Dutt for O'Gorman. Knights are in their home white uniforms, white tops, white trunks, blue stripe. Sioux Falls Christian in their black tops, black shorts, and blue trim. It'll be Dutt and Goodberry on the jump. Here we go. Dutt didn't even jump. Goodberry wins the tip to Brant Wassner. 2 sets of brothers, the Goodberries and the Wassners, here on this Sioux Falls Christian team. Van Donkersgood with the Knights, a man-to-man defense. Dribble in by Schneider with some speed, misses the lay-in. Goodberry has the offensive rebound and put back for the first basket of the game. So Griffin and Goodberry on the board. Christian up 2-0. Chargers back down in a man-to-man defense. Theobald over to Tatum Mooney. Had a little bit of foul problems last night. Mooney for 3 is good. So no hesitation by the sophomore, Tatum Mooney, and he hits the first basket for O'Gorman. And Satter blocks the 3 by Goodberry. And Mooney has it, and there'll be a tie-up possession for O'Gorman. So Ryland Satter using that wingspan with a nice block that time. Took Goodberry just a little bit to get that shot wind up, and Satter made the difference. Mooney thought about the 3. He'll go inside to Satter. Really good defense by Schneider that time, saving the layup. Here is Brant Wassner, the freshman, with the ball. Schneider for 3, short. Rebound Satter. Over to Henry Theobald. Knights will move up to the front court. Be interesting to see how many players Sioux Falls Christian plays. O'Gorman went about 9-10 deep last night. Here's Satter, no good on the rebound. You see Coach Roby do that a lot at the start of the season. He'll have a lot bigger rotation. Then in the mid-January, early February, he'll kind of whittle it down to about 8 players generally. Here is Wassner, Brandt with it, guarded by Dutt. 35 versus 35. And there's a throwaway by Bennett Wassner. Ryland Satter with a steal. So in the first 2 minutes, Mr. Satter has a block and a steal. Hayden Gross playing point right now for the Knights, over to Theobald. 14 on the shot clock. Here is Theobald's three is short. Rebound by Van Donker is good. Quick outlet to Brant Wassner. Ahead of the pack, misses the layup. Bennett gets the rebound, and he'll score it. So Sioux Falls Christian beating the Knights down court and getting a layup on the putback by junior guard Bennett Wassner. Satter to Theobald, another three. This one's long. Schneider with the rebound, and he's going to push the pace. To Jude Van Donker is good, and he is fouled by Theobald as he cut to the basket. So Jude Van Donker is good. We'll get 2 free throws. So back-to-back possessions. O'Gorman gets beat down the court on the defensive rebound. That's something you got to get back. So Van Donker is good. Free throw is good. He's a lefty. 5-3 Christian in the early going. 5:09 in the first quarter. Here comes Austin Terveen checking in. Terveen was a star of last night's win against Jefferson, scoring 23 points. Mason Clark, 5'11 sophomore guard, checking in for Mooney. Van Donker's going to misses, but a second offensive rebound by Goodberry. Here is a nice move by Schneider to the 10, and he scores it. So far, Sioux Falls Christian's playing with a lot more energy than O'Gorman here in the first 3 minutes, with a couple offensive rebounds, a couple transition opportunities. Both teams playing back-to-back. Christian beat Elk Point last night. O'Gorman beat Jefferson. Here's Hayden Gross hits the shot. Gross had kind of a little bit of a difficult shooting night last night. Gets his first one to go. Van Donker is good. Guarded by Gross. Over to Brant Wassenaar. He'll go baseline. Hands off to Goodberry, and he was going up maybe for the dunk, and he's fouled. Nyan Dutt with the foul for O'Gorman. Goodberry's free throw's a little bit long. You'll see 6'10 kids too often in AA boys basketball, so he's single A, but he definitely has some really good size. A few colleges looking at him right now. I know Augustana's one of them. Just a junior for Griffin Goodberry. He makes 1 of 2. It's 8-5. Christian leading. Terveen gets bumped by Wassenaar, and he will get the foul. First foul on Sioux Falls Christian. That was a little bit of a guard-to-guard screen as Terveen screened for Gross. Cooper Goodberry, number 5, the sophomore forward in, and also number 24, Carson Nichols, a sophomore guard. Terveen thought about the shot over to Dutt, crossing over, spinning to Gross. He will bank it in on the pull-up jumper, so the bank is open here in Sioux Falls on this Saturday afternoon. Gross back-to-back baskets. Knights trail by 1. Goodberry guarded by Satter. Backs him down. He'll shoot the fadeaway. No good. Satter might have got a piece of that one. A little late arriving student section. They're here, though. Early start, though, as we start a little bit on Keeter time around 2:45. Satter's jumper short. Rebound by Goodberry. Here is Nichols going baseline. Out to Goodberry for 3. No good. Rebound by Austin Terveen. Here comes the Knights. Looking for their first lead, I believe, of the game. Terveen spins, shoots, and scores it. Crafty little scoop shot by Terveen. Nicholas having all kinds of problems with the ball, and he'll get a travel. I'm playing hot potato with it. Theobald coming in for Clark. .239 left in the first quarter. Knights 9, Christian 8. Theobald hands off to Austin Trevine. Trevine. He'll shoot the three-pointer a little bit to the right. Rebound by Goodberry. Not many offensive rebound opportunities yet for O'Gorman. Nichols to Brant Wassenaar. Over now with it is Cooper Goodberry, who throws it away looking for his brother Griffin. So Caleb Trevine in for Hayden Gross. Man-to-man defense still for Christian. Satter to Caleb Trevine, twin brother of Austin. And Caleb will dribble in. He'll take the bump shot, no good. Rebound by Cooper Goodberry. Lost the ball for a second. He recovers it. Here's Brant Wassenaar all the way to the basket. Misses the layup. Here's Duck dribbling. He loses it. Nicholas loses it. Here is Caleb Trevine in and out, and Griffin Goodberry with the rebound. Approaching a minute here in the first quarter. Here's Nichols. His three is short. And we're getting over the back, I believe, on Cooper Goodberry on the rebound. So Bennett Wassenaar in. Brant Wassenaar checks out. Tatum Mooney in. Hayden Gross back in for O'Gorman. Austin Trevine and Dutt checking out. Tatum Mooney over to Theobald. The Gross for three. No good. Rebound by Schneider, and Theobald crashing the boards with the foul. Sometimes you don't mind those effort fouls, especially if you're not in the penalty. Theobald looks like he's kind of trying to crash the boards. A good job that time by Schneider, just kind of holding him off and being strong with the basketball. There's a steal by Satter. His second steal of the first quarter is going to give it to Gross. He's going to dribble in and do an air ball in the fadeaway, but Rylan Satter, who started the play with a steal, ends the play with the offensive rebound putback. The Knights up by three, and Tatum Mooney gets a silly foul in the backcourt. That'll be his first. So Christian kind of been stuck on 8 points for a while now. Next foul for the Knights will put him in the penalty. So Christian can hold for the final shot up, trailing 11-8. Cooper Goodberry with it, looking for help over to his brother Griffin. 10 seconds left. Good denial by Austin Trevine. Schneider has it. 4 seconds. Goodberry with 2 seconds. He's going to shoot the three-pointer and drill it at the buzzer. Great defense by Satter, just kind of knocked out of the spot, but when you're 6'10", you can just kind of shoot over whoever, and Goodberry drills they're going to give him actually a long two. So at the end of the first quarter, it's O'Gorman 11, Christian 10. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. O'Gorman leading the Christian Chargers 11-10. It'll be Christian ball starting off the second frame. Schneider, a long three, drills it. So Cole Schneider, the junior guard, with a three from about 25 feet away, puts Christian back up 13-11. Satter over to Dutt. Shot is short. Rebound by Cooper Goodberry. Schneider, nice crossover. He'll do a wild flip shot up and no good. Rebound by Dutt. And there's a steal by Schneider. All the way, he misses the layup. Oh my. Schneider went right there, and I thought he might try to dunk it, and he just went the finger roll route but missed it. So O'Gorman, a little 5-0 run for Christian. O'Gorman has their ball. Gross over to Satter. He'll shoot a free throw line jumper at short. Cooper Goodberry at the rebound. Here comes Nichols. Griffin Goodberry dribbling in on Satter. He'll go all the way to the basket and score. So Griffin Goodberry, 7 early points for him, the 6'10 junior. Theobald for 3 is good. So Henry Theobald hits a 3, ending the 7-0 Charger run. He had missed his previous 2 3-point attempts in the first quarter. Here is Bennett Wassenaar to Goodberry. Short. Tatum Mooney pushes it up the front court. Theobald over to Satter. He is going to shoot the jump shot. No good. Dutt's over the back, so it'll be Christian ball. So Terveen in and Mason Clark in for the Knights. Van Donker's good back in for Sioux Falls Christian, replacing Griffin Goodberry. Here's Bennett Wassenaar over to Nichols, and he will shoot and score. So he got inside Mason Clark that time. John Lent in, replacing Ryland Satter. Nichols' free throw is good. So Christian back up by 4, 18-14, 5:41 left here in the second quarter. Clark, Theobald, Austin Terveen, Gross, and John Lent are your 5 for O'Gorman. And Theobald will get the offensive foul that time as he drove in and kind of created some space, and the referees are going to call that one. So that'll be Henry's 3rd foul, so he's going to have to check out probably for the rest of the first half. Caleb Terveen in for him. Three-pointer by Cooper Goodberry, no good. Hayden Gross with the rebound. Here's Austin Terveen. Jump shot is blocked that time by Cooper Goodberry. Here comes Brant Wassenaar. He falls down. He gives it to Bennett Wassenaar over to Nichols. Corner 3 is good. So Nichols drills the 3 from the corner, kind of on a scramble drill. Christian now up 7, 21-14 with 4:37 left here in the second quarter. John Lent in. Will try to get to Caleb Terveen, and good hustle. And there is Caleb Terveen, thought he was fouled. Excuse me, Austin Terveen, no call, stay with O'Gorman. 12 on the shot clock. Ball has not hit the rim this possession. Knights is only 3 points so far here in the second quarter. John Lent dribbling in, and they're going to call him for a travel. They said he moved up the pivot foot just a little bit that time. I liked his idea in the drive. He just kind of, the 1 foot slid just a little bit that time. Here's Jude Von Docker's good. And he is blocked that time by Lent. Actually, they're going to call, I believe, I was blocked my side of view by Austin Trevine for a blocking foul. That'll be his first. Cole Schneider back in for Christian along with Griffin Goodberry. Ryland Satter in for O'Gorman replacing John Lent. Here is Griffin Goodberry out to Schneider. Knights in man-to-man defense. .27 on the shot clock. Christian remain possession of the ball. Here's Goodberry, a clear out against Satter. Fade away, no good. Ryland Satter rebounds it. Down low is Austin Trevine, wide open on transition. The Chargers didn't find him. He has 4. Knights down 5 now, 21-16. There is Bennett Wassner with a nice little 5-footer on the jump shot. Gross with the guard by Van Donker is good. Over to Clark to Satter. Stolen away by Bennett Wassner. He'll go all the way for the layup is good. So Sioux Falls Christian creating some turnovers, getting some transition baskets, and Bennett Wassner now has 6. Loose ball on the ground. And we're going to call a jump ball, and possession will stay with the Knights. Mooney and Dutt will check back in for O'Gorman. 2:46 left in the second quarter. Knights trailing 25-16. Trevine guarded by Brant Wassner, and he's going to get the foul call. That's the first foul in the period on Christian. Cooper Goodberry in for Brant Wassner. That's his second foul. That 3 is blocked by Goodberry. And Mooney's going to get the foul in the backcourt. That'll be his second 15th foul. So the 6'10" frame of Griffin Goodberry blocked that 3 by Austin Trevine. And Jude Van Donker is going to make the first free throw. A double-digit lead now for Christian, 26-16. Second free throw is long, rebound by Austin Trevine. See if the Knights can cut this deficit at half. There's a travel on Mooney. Going into halftime to try maybe get it to about 5. You definitely don't want to get it much further than 10 where it's at right now. Gross in for Tatum Mooney. Here come the Chargers with possession. Bennett Wassenaar looking for Goodberry. He can't get it. Gross has it. There's Austin Trevine, and he loses it. Cole Schneider with the steal, and an interception by Ryland Satter on the long pass to Goodberry. So both teams exchanging turnovers. Here is Caleb Trevine fading away. No good. Schneider for three is way off. Austin Trevine to Gross. That low is Satter. He's going to go all the way and go right at Griffin Goodberry and score it. So Ryland Satter, 4 points. Nice shot. Bennett Wassenaar with it. Goodberry at the high post. There's say Bennett Wassenaar stepped out of bounds. Good defense by Gross. Oh, Gorman, if they hurry up a little bit, they can almost get a 2-for-1, getting possession now and then getting the final possession of the first half. Dutt down low scores it. So Knights cut the deficit to 6, 26-20. Here's Van Donker's good. They're call a foul. Knights did not get back in transition, so now with foul, they're in the penalty. So Austin Trevine's foul will put Jude Van Donker's good back to the line. His free throw is no good. Van Donker's good at junior guard. Misses them both. So now O'Gorman can have the final shot of the first half if they want it. Two big misses by Van Donker's good there. Asa Trevine and loses ball, and now Christian will have it for the final shot. Bennett Wassenaar with it, looking for help. 6. 2. There's a long shot by Cooper Goodberry, and that possession did not go anywhere for Sioux Falls Christian. So at halftime, it's the number 1 ranked team in Class A, the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers, 26. The number 4 ranked team in Class AA, the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights, 20. We will be back in a little bit for the start of the third quarter from O'Gorman High School. Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. We're about ready to start the second half with the number 1 ranked team in Class A in boys basketball, Sioux Falls Christian 26. The number 4 ranked team in Class AA, Sioux Falls O'Gorman 20. The game was in the first quarter, O'Gorman led 11-10, and then Sioux Falls Christian had a big second quarter, outscoring the Knights 16-9 to take the 26-20 lead at halftime. Griffin Goodberry leads the Chargers with 7 in a balanced attack. O'Gorman, 3 players with 4 points, 2 players with 3 points. So no one really stood out on the scoring for the Knights, only 20 points in the first half. I really thought for the most part, especially early on, Sioux Falls Christian kind of had the more energy. And you always wonder in back-to-back games when you play the night before what team's going to have the tired legs, so to speak. I thought Christian was getting a lot of the offensive rebounds, the 50-50 plays. They got a couple of transition plays. So I think the theme maybe for O'Gorman going to the third quarter is bring more energy and effort. I think that will be the key. And sometimes when you do that, then the shot making will follow as well. So we'll see the adjustments made. Obviously, Griffin Goodberry's kind of hard to handle with his 6'10" frame. So O'Gorman, a little undersized this year. They're not getting many second chance opportunities on offense either. So, that's why you got to make the most of your possessions where you're not going to get a lot of second and third opportunities. So we will start the second half. One foul trouble person right now for O'Gorman is Henry Theobald. He has 3 fouls. He didn't play the second half of the second quarter. So got to watch the fouls with him. Other than that, not too many other foul issues. Brant Wassener with Christian, he has 2 right now. Start of the second half. Thanks for joining us. This is Brett Byler at the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools YouTube channel. I want to thank Joe Hurley and his IT staff and Steve Keeter for letting us do these games. Here is the Christian Chargers with a first possession. Dribbling in as Cole Schneider will go out to Jude Van Donker's good baseline down low. On the fadeaway from about 10 feet away, off glass is Griffin Goodberry to give the Chargers an 8-point lead as he got position on Ryland Satter. I would say if I had to pick an MVP for O'Gorman in the first half, is Ryland Satter. 4 points, 3 steals, a couple of blocks, and doing a pretty good job on a 9-inch height differential with Griffin Goodberry. That's a missed layup by Dutt. Here comes the Chargers up the front court. The lefty Van Donker's good out to Bennett Wassener to brother Brandt. And Brandt, the freshman, dribbling in around Dutt for the left-handed layup. So a little 4-0 spurt for the Christian Chargers. Now what you would like to see if you're an O'Gorman fan, now Schneider with the steal. Gross is back. Schneider's layup is good. They are quick as well, Sioux Falls Christian. And Coach Derek Roby has seen enough. He's going to call a timeout. It's a 30-second version of the timeout. 32-20, biggest lead for Sioux Falls Christian tonight. And not a good way to start the half for O'Gorman. Lau, a pretty close shot by Goodberry, and then followed up with a miss, allowing another basket, turnover, and then a layup. So see if O'Gorman can regroup. I think that's a pretty good timeout by Coach Roby because you don't want a 12-point lead. All the momentum's going the other team's way. Miss another shot, and then all of a sudden it's 15 or 18. So veteran coach knows what to do, calls a timeout. We have one sub quickly, and that's Austin Terveen in for O'Gorman. Dutt will go to the bench. Here the student section for Sioux Falls Christian making some noise over behind the Christian bench. Here's the Knights trying for their first points of the third quarter. Third possession. Terveen looking down low to Satter. No good. Now they'll go out to Theobald, and he'll hit a big 3. So Henry Theobald, he had one in the first half as well that kind of stopped the bleeding. His second 3, we'll see how big that shot is if you look back a little bit later. That's a tough shot by Goodberry, but Jude Van Donker's good. Gets the offensive rebound putback. Christian has scored on every possession here they've had in the third quarter. Theobald gets some space. His shot is short. Satter offensive rebound. No good. Gross an offensive rebound. Theobald, another three. That one's off as well. And Brant Wasser out to Jude Van Donker is good. He's going to go all the way in. Misses a layup. Good. They're called a travel on Bennett Wasser. Good job by Tatum Mooney challenging that layup by Van Donker's good. Hustle plays like that won't show up in the stat sheet, but good job by Mooney. Don't ever just think that's a layup, they're going to make it. Good challenge, and he did not. 11-point game. 34-23. Knights trying to get organized offensively right now. Just kind of passing around the perimeter right now. Here's Satter going high post, out to Mooney, to Gross. Loses it. Terveen will have to fire it, and he'll bank it in. Wow. So that possession was going nowhere, and then a bang three at the buzzer saves it. Brant Wasser is tied up, possession to O'Gorman. So good defense by O'Gorman that time. Looked like Wasser might have a layup, and then about three Knights surrounded him, took the ball from him, and it's possession O'Gorman. Down low is Satter. Here is Terveen. Gross for three, no good. Rebound by Van Donker's good. The lefty with it over to Bennett Wassenaar in the corner. Around Gross, nice little dump to Goodberry. Those are those 5-point possessions too. You miss a three on one end, that could make it a 5-point game, and then you allow a layup. All of a sudden it's a 10-point game, almost a steal. And Christian just deflecting passes left and right, and it'll be staying with O'Gorman as they're quick. Wassenaar and Cole Schneider is really quick. Caleb Terveen in for O'Gorman. Tatum Mooney checks out. Cooper Goodberry in for Christian along with Carson Nicholas. And no seniors on the varsity roster for Sioux Falls Christian, so all underclassmen for this team that has a really good chance this year to make some noise in the state tournament, obviously next year as well. Dutt, oh, in and out on the shot. Nicholas with the rebound. There's a three-pointer by Griffin Goodberry, no good. Caleb Terveen runs down the rebound. Pass in the corner to Satter, who's not really a threat for three. 10-point game, 36-26. Dutt for three, no good. Rebound by Griffin Goodberry. Here is Bennett Wassenaar with it down low to Goodberry, out to his brother. So Goodberry to Goodberry. Cooper Goodberry hits the three in the corner from brother Griffin. It's a 13-point game, 39-26 Sioux Falls Christian. Probably did that in the backyard a few times growing up. Gross with the jump shot, in and out. Christian on the run. Cooper Goodberry over to Brant Wassenaar, down low to Griffin Goodberry, misses it, gets his own rebound. He's fouled by Satter, yes, and it counts. Good effort by Griffin Goodberry. Did miss the first shot, pretty easy look, got his own rebound, and is fouled by Ryland Satter. We have a 15-point game now, folks. 41-26 Sioux Falls Christian. That's Satter's first, the Knights' first foul by either team of the quarter. Goodberry now will have points. He'll miss the free throw, so he'll be at 13, and he'll be out of bounds to O'Gorman. (15-6) so far here in the third quarter by the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers to start the quarter off on a 6-0 run. So Knights try to get it to 10 by the end of the quarter. Down 15. 2:26 left. Terveen, good defense on him. James Stewart in for O'Gorman for the first time, wearing number 24. Austin Terveen, a lot of dribbling going all the way in, and he will get fouled on the shot. We'll see who that's on. Foul will be on Jude Van Donker is good, his first. Oh, Terveen's free throw rolls all the way around and pops out. So John Lent in for O'Gorman, replacing Satter. Lent, a 6'4" junior forward. Austin Terveen gets the second free throw to roll in. He leads the Knights with 8 points tonight. Long pass to Schneider and thrown away. So Christian get a little greedy that time. Kind of did a low percentage pass and turns it over. Caleb Terveen over to Gross for three. No good. Rebound by John Lent. Down low to Stewart. His shot's no good. Loose ball, and we will stay with O'Gorman. Knights have had some good looks here in the third quarter and open jump shots. Just haven't been able to hit a lot of them. Here is Caleb Terveen. No good. That'll be Christian ball on the rebound, knocked out of bounds. So Jude Van Donker is good. We'll be going against Lent. That might be a mismatch, which is the kind of the ball handling ability of Van Donker is good. That was a nice pass down low to Cooper Goodberry, and he gets the reverse layup to go. So 5 points a quarter for Cooper Goodberry, the 6'3" sophomore forward. And Austin Terveen hits the little 12-foot mid-range shot. That's a foul on Caleb Terveen, playing a little ball pressure on Van Donker is good. So Theobald back in for O'Gorman. Now they're going to do a little bit of pressure, and then Christian will they'll just back off. So here is Jude Van Donker is good to Brant Wassenaar to Bennett Wassenaar. Brant's shot is short. Rebound by Nicholas. Bennett Wassenaar lost it, but then Cooper Goodberry gets it back. Jude Van Donker is good to Wassenaar in the corner. Bennett no good. Tipped out to John Lent. Really good drive by Van Donker is good. Avoided the charge. Found the wide open guy in the corner, but Wassenaar just going to hit the three. Caleb Terveen with it. He gets some space. His shot no good off to the left, and it'll be out of bounds to O'Gorman. 14-point game, 43-29. I think they're going to change it. One ref must have had O'Gorman. The other one overruled him and said it's Christian ball. Coach Roby not a fan of that. So now Christian can hold for the final shot, up by 14. They pushed a 6-point lead at halftime, up to 14 now, plus 8 in the period. Here's Jude Van Donker is good against Lent. Over to Cooper Goodberry, lost his balance. Here's Jude Van Donker is good all the way for the layup. Oh, they're going to call it on the floor. I thought they might give him the continuation that time, which takes away 2 points from the Chargers. Usually I feel like they let that one be a 3-point play. So anyway, 2.2 seconds left. Chargers have to get the ball up. Nice block by John Lent. Looked like two Christian Chargers had a layup, and Lent came out of nowhere to block it. So after 3 quarters, it's the Christian Chargers from Sioux Falls 43, the O'Gorman Knights 29. We'll be back for the start of the 4th quarter in 60 seconds. Welcome back. Started the fourth quarter from O'Gorman High School. It's the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers leading the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights 43-29. 8 minutes left in this ball game. Christian trying to go to 3-0 in the season. O'Gorman right now at 2-1, trying to avoid to go 2-2 into Christmas break, losing potentially their first home game. Here is Brant Wassener over to Bennett Wassener. Theobald goes down. Bennett over to Van Donker's good for the layup. Good cut by Jude Van Donker's good. This Christian team, they just play really well together. You kind of notice that pretty early on in this ball game. They kind of know where each other are. Here's Theobald for three in the corner. No good. Fight for the rebound. Dutt gets it. He'll get the ball back. Crossover over to Gross. So Gross, Theobald, Mooney, and Brant Wassener fighting for possession. Good hustle by him. We'll stay with O'Gorman. Satter and Gross, your other 5 for O'Gorman. Cole Schneider in for Van Donker's good, who will sit down. Tatum Mooney bringing the ball up for O'Gorman. Man-to-man defense for Christian. Eight on the shot clock. Here is Gross for three. No good. All the way down is Bennett Wassener. I think that's his second layup he's missed. Tatum Mooney needs help. That'll help him. He lost possession of the ball, which actually made him able to pick up his own dribble, and the defender knocked it away, and then he'll get fouled by Nichols. 45-29, Christian leading the Knights. It's been all Sioux Falls Christian here in the second half. Dutt dribbling in here is Satter. Baseline jumper is good by Ryland Satter. 6 points for him, 45-31. Chargers lead. You're just trying to win each of these 2-minute stretches if you're O'Gorman, trying to maybe whittle this lead down, and then we get to within 3 minutes, maybe this 14-point lead, get it down to maybe 6. Give yourselves a shot here. Here is Dutt for three. No good. That would have been a big shot. Rebound by Goodberry. Griffin Goodberry showing his dribbling ability. The 6'10 forward brings it all the way up to the front court before handing it off to a guard. Schneider shoots that one from deep and drills it. Cole Schneider from Steph Curry range gives the Christian Chargers a 17-point lead. Gross thought about it, cut off. Here is Dutt to Mooney. Mooney out to Satter. Other baseline, no good. Rebound by Schneider. Good boxing out. Oh, and Goodberry's not looking, and he threw it where he thought he was going to be, and Ryland Satter runs it down. I think Goodberry had the same idea as Schneider. It might have been a dunk, but he kind of just started going toward the three-point line, and the ball was intercepted. Theobald from the free throw line, no good. Griffin Goodberry all over that rebound. Again, not many second chance opportunities for O'Gorman. Coach Mike Skouton's going to settle his team down a little bit with the 4:50 mark of the fourth quarter. He's going to call a timeout. Sioux Falls Christian in charge of this ball game right now, leading 48-31. Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. This is Brett Byler with Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools YouTube channel. The Knights trailing the Christian Chargers 48-31, 4:50 left in the fourth quarter. The Sioux Falls Christian ball after the timeout by Coach Scouton. Each team has 4 timeouts left. The foul situation, that's an over and a back. The foul situation is 1 for Christian, 0 for O'Gorman. I'm not sure what Cole Schneider was thinking that time. He took the ball in the front court and then he moved it to the back court, which is an over and back. So O'Gorman gets the ball. Tatum Mooney for 3, no good. Rebound by Van Donker is good. Look for Sioux Falls Christian to kind of take their time more, I would assume, on possessions with a 17-point lead and 4.5 minutes left in the ball game. Schneider will dribble it all the way to the hoop and score it. So Cole Schneider now has 12 on the game. Austin Trevine with he's the only Knight in double figures right now with 10. He'll hit the fadeaway jump shot. Good job by Austin Trevine. It's pretty good defense too by Van Donker is good. The old adage is good offense always beats good defense. Foul on Caleb Trevine as Brant Wassener was cutting to the basket. First foul on O'Gorman in the quarter. That's the 3rd foul on Caleb Trevine. Jackson Bjorkman is coming in for O'Gorman, replacing Tatum Mooney. He had a nice block at the end of the JV game. They'll give Coach Alex Roby's JV team a win for O'Gorman. They won by 6 earlier this afternoon. Getting his first varsity action tonight. Brant Wassener with the ball. He'll dribble in, rejected by Satter. Bjorkman over to Austin Trevine for 3, no good. Nicholas with the rebound. And I think they're going to get a timeout. So it's going to be a full timeout by Coach Mike Scouton. 33-50, Knights trail by 17, 3:17 left here in the fourth quarter. This will be the last home game or last game for O'Gorman before Christmas. We have a little bit of a break now with the Knights back in action next on Thursday, December 28th. So it'll be a week from this coming Thursday, and that'll be at T area at 3 p.m. Their next home game will be on Tuesday, January 2nd against Brookings. So we'll be, our next broadcast, actually, we just do the home games, will be 2 weeks from this coming Tuesday, the Knights boys against Brookings. Sioux Falls Christian, on the other hand, they're going to have a nice little break as well. They're not going to be playing again until Friday, December 29th, and I'll be in the Hoop City Classic up at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. They'll play De La Salle, Minnesota in that matchup. So Christian ball taken out of bounds underneath the Knights basket. We'll go over full court man-to-man press. Griffin Goodberry guarded by Satter. We'll get it to June Van Donker's good. And he will do the smart thing, pull it back out. Maybe could have went in for a potential layup, but no really need to do that up 17 unless you're for sure you're going to get it. Van Donker is good. Good crossover. The lefty goes all the way for the layup. So Van Donker's good, has 8 points tonight for Christian. Gross for 3, short. Austin Trevine for 3, he's got it. So Austin Trevine has 15 for O'Gorman. Griffin Goodberry going in for the dunk attempt, and he is fouled by Satter. A little Christmas flavor for the O'Gorman student section today. Last night was a blackout versus Jefferson. Today, some Christmas outfits and then some ugly sweaters. As Goodberry makes the first, he has 14. While the Christian Chargers kind of have a blackout going on in their student section. So Caleb Trevine out, Henry Theobald in for O'Gorman. Second free throw by Goodberry is nothing but nylon. 54-36, Chargers lead the Knights. 2:25 left in the fourth quarter from O'Gorman High School. Gross with another three-point attempt. That one's off as well. And Bjorkman, nice rebound over Van Donker is good. He just kind of followed up with a basket, so Christian will have possession now. And Van Donker is good, the lefty, with a clear path all the way to the basket, and he's fouled. It's where if you're a help defender that time, kind of got to know where the ball is. That time, no help for Bjorkman, a straight line drive, and Christian's going to empty their bench after this free throw, and Van Donker is good, has it. Mason Clark coming in for O'Gorman, replacing Hayden Gross. James Stewart, another senior for O'Gorman, coming in and replacing Ryland Satter. We'll get to the Christian subs in a second. John Lent in for Austin Trevine, who had 15 points, so coming off a 23-point night the night before. Trevine's shooting was on par with that tonight as well, with 15 leading the Knights. Second free throw by Van Donker is good. So he's has 10 points. He's the third Charger in double figures, along with Griffin Goodberry and Cole Schneider. He checks out. So Mason Clark, Jackson Bjorkman, John Lent, Henry Theobald, and James Stewart are your five for O'Gorman in the last 2 minutes of the game. Here's Bjorkman for three, no good, gets his own rebound. Ball is tipped away from Lent by Cooper Goodberry. So Bennett Wassner in for the Chargers, Cooper Goodberry, and then the three new players haven't played much today at all is Brandon Whitty, number 33, Boston Gertis, number 34. That shot by Stewart is good. And number 30, Canyon Prinz, a 6'2 sophomore. 56-38, Christian lead the Knights, a minute 27 left in the fourth. Here is Gertis with it over to Prinz. Out to Cooper Goodberry. There's a long three-pointer attempt, is nothing but error that time by Boston Gertis. I don't know if he thought the shot clock was running down, or maybe thought it was a pass. Connor Holt in for O'Gorman, as well as Million Amari. Here's Stewart for three, no good. Amari with it to Stewart, and he is fouled. So James Stewart, the senior forward, will get two free throws, as Million Amari, the senior center, at 6'8", with the offensive rebound. Foul on the Chargers is number 33, Braden Whitty. Stewart's free throw is no good. Jackson Wheeldryer, a 6'1 sophomore guard, checking in now for Bjorkman. Stewart's second free throw is good. Gertis dribbling all the way down, guarded that time by Clark, and he's fouled. Fourth team foul for O'Gorman. Down low here is Bennett Wassner. He scores it for Christian. There's the turnover. Gertis has it. Behind the back. Over to Bennett Wassner trying the alley-oop, and no good. That's why you get some of these subs in the game. They just start playing a little wildly and doing some stuff you probably wouldn't normally do. So here's Stewart with it over to Holt for three. Short. Clark with it over to Holt. His shot no good. Amari Cooper Goodberry has it. And that's how the ball game will end. The final score tonight is the number 1 ranked in Class A Sioux Falls Christian Chargers 58. The number 4 ranked team in Class AA Sioux Falls O'Gorman 39. The Knights fall to 2-2 on the season. Chargers move to 3-0 on the season. Knights will be back in action Thursday, December 28th at T area at 3 o'clock, while Sioux Falls Christian is off until Friday, December 29th against De La Salle, Minnesota in the Hoop City Classic in Mitchell at the Corn Palace. So fun game today. The Sioux Falls Christian Chargers team, all underclassmen, going to be a powerhouse team this year in Class A boys basketball. And Sioux Falls O'Gorman did some good things tonight, but overall just weren't good enough. And we'll look forward to seeing them. Our next broadcast, actually, for boys and girls, as we just do the home basketball games, will be on Tuesday, January 2nd. The boys for O'Gorman take on Brookings. So I want to thank everyone for listening and watching this stream. We look forward to having our next broadcast in the year 2024 with O'Gorman boys versus Brookings. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and go Knights.